Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, January 15th, 2021, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Yeah, Freaky Friday did not disappoint us today. It was as freaky as ever. Uh, you're looking at the Dow here. It opened down hard today, really pushed down here below the 3,650 point, and then it came back, tried to rally some here, and then sold off again at the end of the day. Uh, that's not a very encouraging chart. The Dow ended up finishing down 177 points. Now, on paper, it looks like we had a pretty good day, but it was not a good day as far as I'm concerned. We had 17 positions. At one point yesterday, I forget just where in the day it was. Um, those 17 positions were up to over $90,000 in open trade equity, and I just had this feeling after we hit that mark, it started to whittle away and whittle away, and it didn't feel real good about the close yesterday. But because it had fallen from 90, maybe 93,000 or so to close at 78,000. Well, 78,000 is pretty darn good, but I like to see it close when it's going up, not when it's going down. So it closed, we're up 78,000 on the close yesterday. And then this morning, the Dow opened down, and a few minutes after the open, we had just over 70,000. But I'm thinking, okay, I can still handle 70,000. We just want to get out of these and take our profits. Well, it didn't go that way. It just kept whittling down and whittling down and whittling down. It was just a horrible day. It was like that all day long. It was like death by 1,000 cuts. At one point, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to go lay down on the couch and suck my thumb for about an hour. Just horrible. And by the time we got out of everything, we got out with positive $31,000, which normally would be a great day, but I'm looking at where we were at 93,000 yesterday. I'm seeing our profits cut by 2/3 with $31,000 closed out. And then we got into 8 new positions today, 2 positive, 6 negative, and we're carrying $9,000 over the long weekend. So, as I say, on paper, our positions look pretty good with $31,000 closed out and 9,000 open trade. But this was a big fall from where I thought we could have been, and this has just been the pattern. We made tons of money this week. It's been the pattern every darn day. We have these big profits, and we see them cut back by quite a bit of money, and we do get out profitably, but I don't understand why these stocks have to go against us from the open every day, and that has been what's happening all week long. Anyway, that's enough of my rant. So let's look at some of those stocks. I'll show you the one stock that was really good that behaved normally. This is UAVS, which is Ag Eagle Aerial Systems. And we bought this yesterday, right at the beginning of the day. Made a big high up here, and then it pulled back, but at least It popped up some this morning rather than pop down, and we got out of that with $9,500. So this is pretty much what you expect the system to do. Everything else is not what you expect the system to do. This next one is DPW, Digital Power Corporation. I talk a lot about this stock because it made nearly $200,000 for us in a single trade back in November. And I keep hoping maybe it'll do something just half that, or even two-thirds, or even a quarter of that would be fine. Anyway, yes, 2 days ago on Wednesday we bought this thing. It closed against us. Huge gap up yesterday, and right here at the top, at the open, we had $17,000 in this trade, but then the death by a thousand cuts starts all day long yesterday, sinking and sinking, sinking, and then finally stopped out this morning with 15 minutes into the day, and we take $7,800 out of it. So we went from 17,000 up here to $7,800 this morning. Again, on the surface of things, that looks like a good trade, but I wanted it to go the other way, and it did not. And finally, this is another hair puller that I'm going to show you. This is POLA, POLA. That's Polar Power Incorporated. I thought this was a stock that was going to reverse all that crap today. I really did. And it could have, but it didn't hold up either. We bought this yesterday midday. It closed about where we had bought it, so there's no indication yesterday that this was going to do anything, but it exploded this morning. And right up there on top, this thing is at $40,000. Well, yeah, I know you can't sell the top of the market, but let's just say hypothetically, if we sold the top of the market up there, that would have reversed most of the pain we experienced today. That isn't what happened. And okay, and the other thing that bugs me about this pattern that you're seeing, it's not unusual to see stocks make this big high right at the beginning of the day. Sometimes the first bar. This made a high about 45 minutes in, and then it starts sinking. I think, okay, here we go again. But it actually, midday, it turns around and takes out that high. And usually when you see that pattern, you can expect this stock is either going to go higher or it's going to at least kind of maintain its price. It didn't. After making a new high halfway through the day, it spends the whole day in death by a thousand cuts mode. And so we, here on the chart, you see us go from 40,000 up there to where it closed, $16,200. Again, the $16,000 close, normally not bad, but when you see 40,000 melt down to 16,000, it's real pain, particularly when everything else is doing it. And that's the way it went today, all day long. Typical Freaky Friday. But as I say, on balance, we got 31,000 closed out and carrying 9,000 over the long weekend. Monday is a holiday. Trader Bob is signing off, not particularly happy, and I'll see you on Tuesday.